So many people want to argue with me about Social Security, and they're just wrong. It's just all there is to it. They're wrong. Dead wrong, I might argue. I'm already arguing. Ed, I might add. Anyway, the point being is I did this video the other day, and it got a pretty good amount of views, about 10,000 or so. And it's called, After Seeing This, I Don't Want to Hear Another... What did I say here? After seeing this, I don't want to hear this tax argument again. And I got my highly... I put a lot of effort into that thumbnail right there. And so we got some good comments. My man Ron says here, Ron's been a commenter for many years to the channel, so I salute you, Ron. Ronnie McDonough. He said, so basically my premise is, all these people say, the lowest income people, basically 50% of the population, don't pay any tax. I said, it's just not true. As long as they're working, they pay a tax. FICA is a tax, dude. That's all there is to it. OASDI-HI. Old age security, old age survivorship, disability income, hospital insurance. Hospital insurance is the part A that you pay while you're working. That tax doesn't go away as long as you have earned income. And if you're self-employed, you're supposed to pay both sides of it like I do. All right, so anyway, that's a tax. And then my man says, no, it's not a tax, Josh. He says, if you say that Social Security is an annuity, which it is, then quit getting outraged and calling it the payments a tax. Call it what it is, an annuity payment. And I completely disagree with this. Completely disagree with it. And I'll show you my snark response. And then I'm just going to come from like a Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Give me a thumbs up if you remember Jimmy. Flying from the top thing, flying elbow right into these naysayers who are trying to challenge your old buddy. Man, look at that. I'm getting like freaking Mr. Simpson, not Homer, but Abe Simpson, getting these spots right there. I'm getting old. I don't want to get old. Actually, I don't mind being older. All these people are like, I want to go back. I don't want to go back, dude. I see this all the time on YouTube. I'm watching videos and stuff like that on I like watching music, not music videos per se, but videos about music. And people are like, I want to go back. I'm like, really? No, not me. I mean, like, I wish I could go back and change a couple of idiot things I did, but I don't want to go back. Like, I just want to relive my past. No, not your old buddy Josh. I like living I'm living. Anyway, so a man says, so I say my typical snark. Oh, so again, he's calling it an annuity payment. He's not calling it a tax. I said, oh, interesting. So if you die early, your estate gets your payments back? Did not know that. Gonna have to read the Social Security manual to see where that states. It's stated. Then I say, follow up with my snark. I love my snark. Oh, if you pay tax for 50 years for those benefits? Did not know that either. If you pay tax for 50 years, you get all those benefits? Did not know that either. Got to check the Social Security manual for that. The point being is, and I'm going to share here just a second, the devastating blow to these people. I don't hate these people. They're just wrong. They're missing the point. Is that you are paying a tax even if you're the lowest income threshold. That's just a fact. And the tax is for your Social Security and your hospital insurance. So these are just facts. We know for a fact you only pay tax on the top 35 years of your indexed monthly earnings. Your average your indexed annual earnings. All right, that defines how we get your PIA, your primary insurance amount. So if you work 50 years, no matter how much money you made, 15 of those years you will not get Social Security payments from. You just won't. All right, 15 of those years you will not get Social Security payments from. That's a tax. There's no two ways around that, man. You're putting money in, you're not getting any money back, i.e. the Ponzi scheme. It's not a Ponzi scheme, Josh. It's not. Larry Kotlikoff, the Social Security extraordinary, even calls it a Ponzi scheme as well. It's a legalized Ponzi scheme, just what it is. Money goes in to pay the current beneficiaries. That's just all there's to it. So for you and I, when we retire, the young people got paid to us. This is a Ponzi scheme. Anyway, you're paying a tax because you don't receive the benefit of those excess years from the top 35. That's just a fact. But then what I want to show you here, this is, again, right here. If you die early, people, how many people die early? Well, I'm going to show you this. This is a Social Security chart from, let's start here, 2004. Period life table. A period life table is based on mortality experience of a population during a relatively short period of time. Here we present the 2004 period life table for the Social Security population as used in the 2008 Trustees Report. All right, so for this table, the period life expectancy at a given age is the average remaining number of years prior to death for a person at that age born, or in this case, I'm going to show you here when they're 65 years or 67 years old. All right, so let's go down here. So if you're born today, you're going to live today. That's just a fact. All right. Now, your life expectancy, again, 2004 is 74 years. This is for men, and I'm just going to use men because men crush. Men! We want meat. We want football. we don't like beer because we like the ladies. All right, so we're going to say we got 75 years life expectancy in 2004. Again, that's for the 2008 Trustees Report. So let's scroll all the way down. I'm just going to go to age 22 to give you an example. So between 0 and 22, about 2,000 people died. All right, 2,000 people died between 0 and 22. All right. So at 22 years old, 98, I'm just going to use 98 for simplicity, 98,000 people were still alive who were born right here. All right, so we lost 2,000 people from 0 to 22. Why am I using 22? That's typically the year when most people start their real labor. So we're going to go from 22, we're going to go all the way, I'm going to do to 67 just for giggles here. And 67, only 76,000 people remained, which meant we lost 22,000 people, and I don't have my calculator, left in the other room, of course. Oh my goodness, only 22,000 people died before they reached their full retirement age. All right, 22,000 people. So we take our trusty calculator, we say 22 divided by 98, that's 22.5% of the population did not make it to their full retirement age, which means even if they took a Social Security benefit, they weren't making any money from it at all in terms of what they put in. Now, an annuity, on the other hand, if you structure it correctly, you say, I'm going to put a money amount into an annuity. I'm going to get a certain period of life or a certain time frame. So a 20-year period certain, for instance. A joint life for you and your wife, a 15-year period certain, which means you know for a fact you'll get all the money back you put into either you, your wife, or your estate. If you just do it for life and you die early, all that money went in and is gone. Now, it's not gone to the insurance company. The insurance company is actually using that for what's called a mortality credit to pay the people who survive. And that's what Social Security is. Those 22,000 people right here, well, actually, this would be in this case 24,000, not really because they didn't pay when they were young. But anyway, the 22,000 people who died before they reached their full retirement age, who died before they made their money back, essentially, their benefits aren't going to Social Security. It's going to you and I, the people who survive the late life expectancy. And that's just a fact. So we know for a fact that 22% of the population will not even get back, most likely, anything, and certainly not what they put in. I don't know if that's a tax, dude. That's the tax. That's just a fact. It's a tax for those people because they did not get their retirement benefits as they planned in terms of the money that they paid into it. Talked to a guy the other day. He said, I think I posted it actually, but I said, if you know somebody who's died before they're 62, they did not get any of their Social Security retirement benefit. They did not. They just simply did not. They paid all those taxes. They did not get it. Now, you might say, well, they got disability payment. That's not retirement benefit. You might say they got survivor benefit. That's not retirement benefit. Social Security retirement benefit is the amount of money withheld from your payroll to pay your pay tax, your paycheck in which to pay for your retirement benefit. And the vast majority of us don't get any disability or survivor benefit anyway. So, and then you can say, well, a survivor benefit, by the way, is if my wife, Charlotte, if I die before she loses her benefit instead gets mine as well. So she doesn't get anything she put in. So, but she's still paying tax. So it is a tax. Now, there is a benefit to that tax, but you can say the same thing about roads. There's a benefit to the paying the tax for the roads, too. There's a benefit for paying tax through a school district. There's a benefit for paying tax for all this stuff. But it's still a tax, dude. Social Security is still a tax. There is no residual benefit to Social Security other than a survivor benefit to your spouse. And if your spouse had paid her own taxes into Social Security, she's not getting her own benefit. She'll go into yours instead, which means she loses her tax. This isn't rocket science, all right? And then maybe I'll say this for another video, but I just want to show you about the insanity of the life expectancy scenarios as well, because a lot of people say, well, we're going to live to 100, but it's not true. No, I mean, it could be, but I highly suspect it's not. All right, love your thoughts. Smash that like button. Your old buddy Josh gets it. Did I superfly snook off the top shelf of the top rope? I think I did. I said like this, boom, to my man Ron Loftus. Good guy. Comments a lot. Disagree with him on most things, but hey, man, appreciate the algo. All right, God bless. We'll see you.